been structured by her philosophy that every teacher is first a student and then spends a lifetime sharing knowledge with others. And whereas Julia Blair Battle, an accomplished vocalist, has for the past 14 years helped students achieve educational excellence through music. And whereas Julia Blair Battle has designed a curriculum at the Sherwood Forest Elementary School in New Orleans. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Council of the City of New Orleans that this council joins with the National Council of Negro Women in exalting this national winner of the 1997 Excellent Teachers Award, Julia Blair Battle.
Live up to the expectations of this award and to continue to care for our precious gifts, our children. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Battle, and congratulations.
You know, we have wonderful teachers all over the country, particularly here in New Orleans. And the National Council of Negro Women selected 8 women from around the country as finalists in their Teacher Excellence Award. What is very exciting is that here in New Orleans, we have the #1 teacher in the country, according to the National Council of Negro Women. And she joins us this morning. Her name is Julia Battle Brown. And good morning to you.
Good morning.
Julia, okay, give me an idea. Why do you think you were selected out of all of the people in the country, all of our great teachers?
Well, frankly, why I was selected, I have absolutely no idea. But I will tell you that I enjoy what I do. I enjoy watching children learn. And every day when I go to work, I really set out to reach the children where they are and try to get them excited about learning.
How do you get children excited about learning? And of course, you teach music and drama at Sherwood Elementary. So
Right.
It seems like music and drama is very exciting.
Right, exactly.
And this does get them excited about learning.
Exactly. What I try to do is make them feel good about themselves. And a lot of times there are children who are not reached by the regular academic subjects, and music and being able to act and sing somehow reaches them and helps to give them a form of self-expression that they can't find anywhere else. And so therefore you catch the child who maybe wouldn't do well in the regular classroom, but for all of a sudden feels good about themselves because they are good at music, they are good at drama.
Well, Julia Blair Battle, what would you say to all of the other teachers out there about getting their students excited?
I would say make the students feel that they are important as a person, first of all, and make the students feel that they have something to contribute to the school, to the society. And I would also say just do your very best to make them excited about learning and about knowledge.
What about parents? What can they do to help their children?
Parents can support the schools, and they can start right in the home, helping the child to find something that he or she does very, very well. As I said, it's not always reading and writing, and parents should allow children to explore many, many areas before they come to school, even as early as 5 or 6.
In fact, drama and music can be used to help learn in many different subjects.
Exactly.
How would you incorporate drama, say, with science, which some children are afraid of, or with math?
Well, actually, I do that in my classroom every day.
No wonder you were named #1 teacher.
I do that. I think music in and of itself is a wonderful, wonderful art and a wonderful art form, but I think it's also a marvelous vehicle to teach other things. And for example, if you're teaching a spiritual, you can incorporate the social climate of the time, depending on the age of the child. You can incorporate what was happening at that time, the feelings of the people. You can talk about the places that they've come from to come to the United States. So,
So you teach history.
Exactly.
You teach social studies.
Social studies.
And you teach music and then act it out, drama.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly.
Julia, that's wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in this first day of school. What's your best advice for parents as they send their kids off to school?
Tell them how wonderful they are. Tell them what they can be if they just get the knowledge and hold on and stay away from all the other distractions that maybe can pull them in the wrong direction. Tell them to go to school and be the best that they can be.
This is a wonderful occasion. It's a high point in the Black Family Reunion celebration because it represents an effort to give recognition to those who already are working at achieving the kind of goals for which the National Council of Negro Women was founded present Julia Blair Battle. Julia Blair Battle has combined a career in teaching with that of musical performance, and to both she's brought a true commitment to excellence. The letter of nomination written on her behalf pointed out her many accomplishments, including her being chosen as her elementary school's Teacher of the Year after only 2 years of service, and being selected as the elementary teacher for the entire Orleans Parish School District. Perhaps more telling, the nominator says, and I quote, "Our faculty immediately recognized her as a brilliantly gifted teacher of her students and her peers." End of quote. One of the keys to her instructional success is that Ms. Battle believes that music spans the curriculum. Her students do not simply learn a song. They learn about the culture from which it comes and about the history of the people who sing it. Each choir presentation is designed to represent the cultural diversity of the school, so that children learn to respect and understand each other. Children also learn self-respect and self-expression through the music curriculum that permeates all of their other elementary school classes. Ms. Battle is a fervent believer in the importance of arts education in the public school, especially for African American children who are offered no frills educational experiences. From the depths of poverty, she observes, often come the most talented artists and musicians. She quotes, "We must demand the arts as an alternative means of self-actualization for our children." You can tell that Mrs. Battle, that Julia Battle, brings great passion, commitment, and dedication to the job of teaching. Ms. Battle, we're grateful for the difference you have made in the lives of so many children. And we are grateful for you, a true asset to education and to this nation. It is my great pleasure to present to you with these recognitions of your outstanding achievements. First, we have the traditional NCNW Excellence in Teaching Award Crystal Trophy, especially designed by Tiffany & Company. And we also have some other things for you. Just go ahead.
Julia, sometimes in an event like this, more words don't really add as much as the words you've already heard. I want to also add my congratulations for this award, and I have learned over the last 8 meetings like this how far teachers can make not just $1 go or $2 go, because they always take those dollars back and share them with their classrooms. I know how far those dollars will stretch. So today, on behalf of Phil Carroll, our CEO and president, on behalf of everyone associated from Shell with this program, it gives me a deep personal pleasure to give you a check for 5,000 of those dollars that I know you'll stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, our 1997 national recipient of the NCNW Excellence in Teaching Award, Ms. Julia Blair Battle.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed an awesome honor, as my children would say. First of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Haidt and the selection committee for considering me to be worthy of this honor. I would also like to extend my thanks to Mr. Dorothy and the Shell Oil Company for their support of the National Council of Negro Women's efforts to recognize teachers. I'd like to thank Dr. Jones. I'd also like to thank those friendly voices over the phone. They provided wonderful guidance and information that I needed to prepare for this honor. Ms. Christine McCoy, Ms. Tanya Arrington, Ms. Paula Saison, Shirley Johnson, Adorn Lewis, Gloria Gilmer, and all the others that I have neglected to mention. Thank you very much for helping me to prepare. I would also like to express my gratitude, although she's not here, to my principal, Mrs. Antoinette Boissier, for nominating me for this honor, and also to our Associate Superintendent, Dr. Linda Fortenberry, for insisting that I send in the application. I simply cannot imagine what I, an elementary music school teacher from New Orleans, could have written or said or done to be recognized by such an outstanding organization. The National Council of Negro Women. That's a name that I was brought up to respect and to revere. I grew up in one of our nation's most turbulent times, the 60s. African Americans were struggling to simply be treated as human beings. And the National Council of Negro Women was there to help us fight the battle. My most powerful lesson about this great organization came from my mother, who graduated from Xavier University in New Orleans over 60 years ago. She had the honor of having the great founder of this organization, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, as the commencement speaker at her graduation. She says that she never forgot the magnificent impression that this great African-American woman left on her as she was about to embark on a career in teaching. Dr. Bethune told the graduates to believe in themselves, to believe in what they could do and what they could be. She instructed them to understand what a powerful impact that they as teachers would have on other lives. Indeed, I heard the powerful words of Dr. Bethune, her achievements, her fight for human rights in my mother's stories many, many times. And as Mama told her stories, she told me how important it was to be the best that I could be. She told me how important it was to take pride in everything that I do. And most importantly, both my parents, my mother and my father, told me that if I did my best, then I could hold my head up high as a proud African-American woman and compete with anyone, anywhere, and on any terms. And that message, ladies and gentlemen, is the message that I echo in my classroom daily. Whether we're working on refining the singing voice, doing music literacy skills, studying music and other cultures and heritages of a people, or preparing for a musical production, I tell my students to first be prepared. Gain all the knowledge that you can. Seize every situation as an opportunity for learning, so that when the right opportunity comes along, you'll be ready. I tell them, secondly, to believe in themselves. I tell them that each of us has a talent, and that it's my job as a teacher to help them find it, and that it's their job to work hard and develop it. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it is very, very hard to find that good thing in a young person that will light that positive spark, that will cause them to like themselves and consequently succeed. But as parents and teachers and community leaders, we must not give up. Sometimes we are their only hope. Finally, I tell them to be the best that they can be. Be known as a hard worker, not somebody who's hardly working. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that I've shared with you my gratitude for this honor, And my thoughts on success? In the spirit of the Black Family Reunion, I'd like to acknowledge the true source of my strength, my family. There are those who are here, my mother Ruth Battle, my brother Heron Battle. Even though they acquired me through marriage, I have been a real part of their family from the very beginning. Thank you for your love and support. And then, of course, there's my wonderful husband, Ernest, the man with the camera. He's my true partner in life. We laugh a lot together. We've cried together. We raise our children together. And yes, we even sing together. And when I have to be away from my role as mommy, he can handle the children, the household, the laundry, and the cooking better than I can. In my opinion, he is what being a real man is all about. I love him for that. And then there are those who are not here. My parents, Herbert and Thelma Blair, who chose to stay in New Orleans and keep the children, so that I could devote myself to activities as the national winner. Ladies and gentlemen, they've nurtured me, they've guided me, they loved me, and now, thank God, although they're both well into their 80s, they are able to do the same for my children. God bless you, Mom and Daddy. And finally, I want to thank my children, Mary Louise and Rachel Blair, for the joy, the love, and the challenges that they bring. Thank you, girls, for keeping me young at heart. And now I'd like to leave you, ladies and gentlemen, in the form of an original poem that I wrote, some final thoughts about all of our children, because they are indeed our precious gifts. Children are our precious gifts. Take care to treat them well. Children are our precious gifts. They're worth more than we can tell. They're our future and our hope, our link with all tomorrows. Make their stay with you a joyful one. No pain, no hurt, no sorrow. Be sure to tell them how great they are, what they can do and later be. Tell them how high they can really fly, that only through knowledge are they truly free. They're watching all your actions, what you say and what you do. Remember, you are teaching when you think you're just being you. So when you walk into that classroom, be ready, be prepared. Your dress, your values, your attitude, as well as your lessons are being read. And one more thing I'd like to say before this poem is through. The children in your charge today will one day be in charge of you. So children are our precious gifts, a sacred, holy charge. We leave our mark on each soul we touch and on the world at large. Thank you very much.